And then in 2004, ABCO goes green. Now, all of you must have heard of green jobs and green company, but this is not the green I'm talking about. The green that I'm talking about is that one of my overzealous students decided to paint ABCO, and they painted the walls green. You know, and much to my surprise, you can see the different green color that came along with ABCO back in 2004. And you can see how surprised I was sitting at the desk and wondering what is going on. And that green was not enough. He went in and added more green to it. You see, we think ahead. Back in 2004, we were going green. Well, the individual in that picture standing right next to me is the guy who painted green. So if you ever see him or you see paint in his hand, you run. But you won't, because he's also an IT professional now and working in San Francisco. And I told him, do everything but don't paint. So this was ABCO back then. But one of the other things we established as part of our progress is the International Maritime Radio Officers Union. At that time, didn't even know what computers were or how they operated. And we got a contract and we helped them develop, because a lot of the radio electronic officers were losing jobs. So we went up to San Francisco and Dillon Beach and other areas to train them, and a lot of them were placed. And that was the beginning of our time with them. Along with that, we formulated 8 more programs. Now, some of you may wonder what programs are, and as a vocational trade school, I want you to know that a program leads to an employment position. So now, instead of just offering individual courses, we started offering programs together so that we could place our graduates appropriately. And of course, and that was fully appreciated by U.S. Vets. Now, U.S. Vets is an organization on Hindley Avenue that gathers a lot of the veterans and brings them together and helps them transition into the civilian life. They have 9 different centers. And just on a brief note to share with you, when me and Charlie walked into their office back in 2004, they were opposing us. They said, no computer school. There's 9 counselors sitting there talking to us, questioning why should we allow you? And finally, after a debate, a meeting, we convinced them that they sent us 3 students. And we were the first school that certified those 3 veterans and placed them. And U.S. Vets, a year later, this was my biggest accomplishment, gave us a certificate of achievement. The signature on this certificate was from the same group of people that told me no computer school in U.S. Vets. But today, we are training a lot of their veterans, and as a matter of fact, their main IT administrator is also a graduate from ABCO Technology. So that was our year 2004.